It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the London BlackKnights and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Throwing on first down. Ziegler. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ziegler. Quick slant here to Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down. Ziegler. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. That is going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Ziegler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 32. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Tony. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Ziegler. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Ziegler. And that'll be caught by Tony. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Ziegler. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ziegler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ziegler going up top. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded at the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to give one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Ziegler over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony.
Complete to Darius Tony. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
To throw on second down. Ziegler. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Tony, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Ziegler. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Day. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 87. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Ziegler. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Ziegler. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now come the Eagles. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they get the kicker can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ziegler, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. It's done at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Ziegler got his man complete over the middle. That's Day. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. Jerron Brown, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. K.J. Hamler, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. Over the middle, complete. It's Day. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Ziegler finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Tony. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now. Tony. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
On 4th down, Ziegler. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tony, and they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Ziegler. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. London about set to take over on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing to start the drive. Ziegler. He finds his man. Complete. That's Day. On second down, Tony. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. On first down, Ziegler eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw on second down. Ziegler, he finds his... Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 79 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They robbed him instantly.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there. It leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
2 And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
To throw on 2nd down. Ziegler throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Tony, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Ziegler. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Ziegler. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down. Ziegler. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Ziegler firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, Tony, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Ziegler. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Quick slant here to Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On third down, Ziegler. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
London about set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.